Well, hello everyone. This is Rick Allen, Dr. Rick, and we're here for our webinar on AI and ChatGPT. If you're here live, let me know. Just type into your comment area there that you're live. If you're watching on a replay, type in that you're on a replay, and it will say up here in the upper corner, it will say live if you're live. And indeed we are on this Tuesday afternoon. Nice and sunny here in northwestern Ohio, but it's pretty cold out. And just kind of stalling around a little bit to see who we have here. So we got Keith. Thanks for tuning in, Keith. And as usual, Murphy's Law is working today, and the ChatGPT site is actually down while they do some maintenance. So we're going to be limited in that I'm not going to be able to do live versions of the ads and other things that you might want me to do. If you do, you can type them in, and I will put them in when the site is up. Well, I'll check here periodically and see if we're live or not. But let me just kind of go here real quick and see. Nope, we're still down. They do have kind of a humorous way that they let you know that the site is down. It says ChatGPT is at capacity right now. And then they'll write a little thing of showing you what ChatGPT does. In this case, they're writing a script for a TV ad. So we'll come back to that. We do want to get started here, though, with the webinar here today. First of all, I have to be upfront and honest with you that it wasn't that long ago, maybe a month or two ago, that I didn't even know what IA was. Well, IA stands for Artificial Intelligence. Basically what it does, it clones human interaction. And it can do some fascinating things. The ChatGPT is the most amazing thing that I've seen, and it's truly jaw-dropping. And you will swear that it's magic when you get into it and get look at it, playing with it. It's a pretty fascinating and amazing thing. But artificial intelligence in general is the ability to clone different voices. You can take typewritten words that you put into your computer, and it can transfer them not only into different voices, but into different languages. And it has improved immensely just over the last few months, to where I actually, as many of you probably know, I'm in the entertainment business primarily, as well as a vendor. And I used it to actually do an introduction for me. And I don't know, let me see if I can bring that up here. Seeing that we're not going to be able to do the demonstrations, I will, or at least at this point. Let me see if we can just play here just for a minute. And on top of everything else, everything is running super, super, super slow today, which may be why the ChatGPT is acting up. That happens periodically. It is in beta testing. I'll get into that in just a moment here. Oh, not me. Oh, no, that's not what I need. Um, well, I'm not even getting that. Okay, video. I think this might be it. Let me see if it plays.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
I don't know if you can hear that or not.
Has entertained audiences throughout the
If you
United
would,
States.
just type in if you can hear it.
Master magician Rick Allen.
Okay, that is an introduction to my act, and if you could hear it, you will notice that it's sounds like a female introducing me, has a beautiful Australian accent, and it's not real. It's totally artificial. I went in, typed in the script of what I wanted her to say, and it came out exactly how I would want it. I was able to put in emphasis on it and everything to make it sound just like a real human voice. And that's just one of the amazing things that you can do with artificial intelligence. You can use it to also take a voice and convert it into text. So it will do that, take transcripts of what you want it to do. So it is an amazing technology that's developing, and I honestly believe that it is going to change the future of how we do a lot of things. In fact, it was a feature story yesterday I saw on Newsmax about the ChatGPT and the fear that people have about that they're going to lose their jobs. Well, I don't think that's probably going to happen for a while anyway. So I would say that you're safe with that, but it certainly can aid you in your work. And it can make things a lot faster and a lot easier to do. So that's a little bit about AI, artificial intelligence. It's basically mechanical, technological ways to make your life easier. If you're in business, and I would presume that most people that are here seeing this are indeed in business, it's a marvelous tool to be able to get data, to be able to research, to be able to do all types of things. Well, I wanted to focus on the ChatGPT because that is the hottest thing right now, and it's also the most valuable tool that I have run across, because it basically can do everything. Just kind of think of Google on steroids, because what you can do, and not being able to bring it up, let me check one more time here. But it's been down all morning, so yeah, it still is down. So I presume it's not going to come up while we're trying to do the webinar. Anyway, Murphy's Law. Every time I try to do a webinar, something happens. Every time I have tried to do a webinar, something happens. I can sit here all day long, do stuff off the cuff, and on and pop off, and everything's fine. I go live trying to do something, and it messes me up every time. But like I said, the ChatGPT is in beta right now. Good for us, because that means that they're working all the bugs out of it, and it works marvelous. As of now, it's working marvelous. And the best part is that the ChatGPT program is it's free right now. There's absolutely no cost for it. So that is one reason why it gets overloaded, because a lot of people are getting on it. But you can do a lot of things with the ChatGPT. I'll give you some of the examples, things that I can't show you. It will write ads for you. If you're, let me see once again if I can bring maybe something up here. Because I've been using it to do a lot of things, mostly just kind of playing around with it. But I have used it to, okay, show outlines. Here's an example. I was able to type in, and this is, I mean, it's very intuitive. The learning curve is practically zero on it. There are a lot of little tricks and ins and outs that help and give you better results. But to actually just log on to and sign up for the ChatGPT, it's very simple to do. It works in the cloud, so you don't have software tying up your computer space and all of that. But I typed in write an outline for a family magic show. And after thinking about it for a moment, it started typing, and it wrote introduction, introduce the performer, i.e. the Smith Family Magic Show. Welcome the audience and explain the format of the show. 2, Magic Act. 1, perform a magic trick that involves a member of the family. This was, I was working in an area on like the home birthday party type things. Interact with the audience and involve them in the trick. Magic Act 3, perform a trick that showcases a different type of magic. An illusion, include a comedic element to engage the audience, and it goes on and on and on. It gives you a full outline for a show that all you have to do is just find, in the case of a magician, that you just have to find what tricks you know or what tricks you have, and drop them in to those slots, and you have a show. And a lot of people struggle with this. A lot of people have a lot of just miscellaneous tricks that they can do, but they have no order to them. And so coming up with an outline for it is important. So you can do that. I had it repeat it for an adult audience, birthday party for adults, and it came up with a similar outline, but it emphasized what you need to do for adults as opposed to, say, a children's type show. Then I had it write a script for the show. And how you do that is that I took each section on the outline. I wrote the introduction, write a script for an introduction of the performer, and it turned around and did that. And of course, you would have to know your details. Another thing with the ChatGPT is that while you're working on the same project, it will go back and draw from things that it has already put on. So in this case, it went back and it knew that it was for a magic show. It knew it was a children's show. Introduce yourself as a performer with a fun and energetic approach. Welcome the children. Explain the format of the show. That's to give you rules. Encourage participation, and I'm trying to read this, folks, and make sure to involve as many children as possible. So that gives you that part of it. Then I wrote, write a script for the first trick, write a script for the second trick, so on, and it did a pretty good job of doing that. Now, I don't suggest that you go through and take any of this and use it word for word. You do need to go in. You do need to add some of your own verbiage to it to make it sound a little more like you, so you'll personalize it. But just a light touch is all that you need. And another question that seems like it comes up quite a bit on different chat boards and that type of thing is, what about plagiarism and the ethics of it? This is a big concern with a lot of the news stories, is that people are using this to literally write like a thesis and a dissertation, and I don't think you don't want to do that. You can use it, and it will do that, but ethically, is that the right thing to do? Now, you can use it to, prompt ideas, thoughts, give you an outline possibly, but I don't think ethically that you should be writing something like a dissertation to get a doctorate degree using the ChatGPT. To me, that's the equivalent to paying someone online to write your dissertation for you. Is that stuff available? Yes. Is it ethical? In my opinion, no, it's not. So that's up to you what your moral limits are and the ethics of all of it. But a concern that came up was how much of this is just being pulled off the internet from other sources and ends up being what amounts to plagiarism. Well, if you go into Grammarly and run the ChatGPT things that it writes, if you run it through the plagiarism, it has been coming out for me less than 10%, which is pretty good. A lot of the things that are flagged as plagiarism are what would be considered common phrases. Things that Johnny let the dog out. Well, that's a sentence that would probably be flagged as plagiarism, because probably somewhere someone has written something that has the sentence "Johnny let the dog out" in it. And Grammarly is pretty good with checking those things. But you have to kind of take that into consideration and have a little bit of a tolerance. My tolerance level is about 10%. It comes in, has been coming in for me about 6 to 7%, occasionally 8% wording that is plagiarized. Now, it's very easy to go in and just change that with whatever you wrote. Instead of Johnny let the dog out, write Johnny opened the door and the dog went out. No longer plagiarized. So if you're concerned about that, that's an easy fix for it. And you can write entire books. My newest book on psychic development, I wrote an outline. I was able to go in and have it write chapters. Of course, like I said earlier, I will go back in and give it a light touch. But all of the heavy research is being done by ChatPPP. So it's a marvelous program. And the stuff that it will do, just typing oddball, I mean, I went in and just typed some really obscure things in. And very seldom did it come back with nothing. In fact, I don't think it ever came back with nothing. But sometimes it would say that it was having trouble, or could I clarify that? I went in and asked the question, what are the best stocks to buy relating to ChatGPT? And it came back and it told me that it was not allowed to specify because they are, ChatGPT is who I'm asking, that they are not allowed, you start interacting with this like it's a person, that because they are part of ChatGPT, they cannot make any recommendations. However, it continued and said people are looking at, and it gave me a list of about 7 different stocks that were AI and GPT related. Now, once again, you get into the ethics of all of this. Is that researching, or is it just giving you names? Is it pulling out just random information, or is it actually giving you the real deal? And I tend to think that it's giving you the real deal on it because of the way that it will do things. Once again, I put in some medical questions. It came back that it could not give medical advice. However, and then it would give me covering symptoms of things. So it really is a marvelous tool. And as I said, right now it's free. It's in beta testing though, so at some point they're going to start charging for this. How much it's going to be, no one knows. It's how it's going to be set up, no one knows. It's been rumored that Elon Musk is behind all of this. So, pretty smart guy, knows how to make money, so I figure he is going to figure this out if he is behind it. But the ChatGPT, I'm really, really thinking it's going to change everything. And you'll want to be up to date on all of this. So you'll want to jump on the bandwagon. It doesn't matter to me what type of business you're in, or whether you are just starting a business, whether you've been in business for ages. This is something that will speed up your time. You can write copy with it. If you have a product, I've done a lot of that. If you have a product, it will write Facebook ads for you. It will write just about anything. Quite honestly, I've not come up with anything that involve writing creativity that it cannot do. Now, I have not gotten involved at all. I haven't even looked at the fact that it can create images for you, it can write code for you. I did play with that with just a simple have it write code to give me a calendar that would change by the day. It wrote the code for it. It's very simplistic, but it worked. And it wrote the code, and I dropped it into my web host on a page just to see what it would do. And sure enough, it came up with the date. Next day had another date. The date followed. I don't remember what it was now, but it would have been January something or other, like the 6th, and then the next day I checked, it was January 7th. So you can do all types of things with it. It's marvelous. But you do need to kind of know what is going on with this. And I started to put together a program with videos explaining exactly how all of this works. And an associate of mine that I work with occasionally came out with another program and basically beat me to it, and that's fine. And I looked at it and really liked it. I made arrangements with him to put it with my program and offer it to you. And we go to, let's see here, I gotta bring it up here. We're going to make a special offer on this, of course. It's going to sell for $99. If you get it from this webinar here today, it's going to be half off at $49. What it consists of is 40 videos on AI and ChatGPT. The videos are not lengthy. Most of them run a few minutes in length. There's a couple hours worth of video there. But they're in just little bite-sized chunks. They'll be easy to locate if you want to find something in particular. And they're over the shoulder. He shows you exactly every step-by-step what you need to do to set all of this up and to get the best advantage from it. Also, the program consists of a workbook type guidebook, rather, more so than a workbook, a guidebook that has resources and information in it. You will get the resources sheet, and on the resources sheet, it will give you links so that you can keep up to date, literally by the day, by the minute, on what's going on with the ChatGPT and AI in general. You also get with that audio versions of the videos so that you can listen to them on the go. And if you want to just play them in the background while you're working on something else, a lot of people like video or audio rather. I like audio because I've been a mobile library for decades now. Started out with cassette tapes way back in the day, and I listen to audio all the time when I'm driving. And with the business that I'm in, I drive a lot sometimes, so I get to listen a lot. And I use that time as learning time. So the audios are very important. You also get transcripts of the videos so that you can look those over and follow those. And I also have a couple of bonuses that I've included in there on Dragon, which is a talk to text program, which has improved a lot over the years. So there's bonuses on that. Lots of stuff for $49. But that's limited. It will go back up to $99 before long, and the $49 is primarily just for this video here. So if you'd like to check that out, you can. It's at hiddenmarketingassets.com/capital AI. It's very important that you do the AI in capitals. Once again, that's hiddenmarketingassets.com/AI. You can pick up the program. It's a good deal at $49. I probably, not guaranteed, but I probably will add some more things to it a little bit later on. As far as bonuses and updates and that type of thing. It's as things kind of settle out with the ChatGPT and we know a little bit more about it. I'm sure it's going to need some updating. So go there now, pick that up, and that helps me out. It helps pay the bills, quite honestly. So pick it up, $49, regular $9. Get that once again, hiddenmarketingassets.com/capital letters AI. That will take you to the page. Everything is explained there, what it is, goes into more details about what's included specifically. I just kind of gave an overview of it, but you'll want to check that out. I think it will be valuable. I put some thought into actually putting it together and working on it. And, I've been, about 2 weeks now, I think, putting this together. A lot of people have come up with, I think, lesser programs, but this is a good program that you can pick up. Well, I normally, at this point, have on my outline Q&A. So if there's anybody that has a question, once again, please type in. If you're live, type in the comments, type in live. If you're on a replay of this, type in replay so that I know that you saw it. Give it a like, and we'll be doing some other things as time goes on. So I think that's about it. We're going to wrap it up here. And I don't think I have anything else that I need to add. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you stayed till the end here. And I do apologize, although I have nothing to do with it. I do apologize that the ChatGPT is not working, and it still is not. Nope. So unfortunately, it's down. Maybe I'll do this again. Maybe I'll do a live one again here, and because I really would like to show you how amazing this thing is. It really is. It's just really amazing. But you hopefully know a little bit more about GPT than what you knew before. And pick up the program. That will give you all the details, get you up to speed, and putting this to your advantage. And although no guarantees are made, you can probably even make some money with this, doing stuff for other people. Alrighty, well, we're going to sign off. Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. It encourages me to do more. I don't do enough of this stuff. I need to do more. And we will see everybody later. Get the program, hiddenmarketingassets.com/capital letter AI. Pick it up and it will give you all the details. Talk to you later. This is Dr. Rick, and health, wealth, and inner peace to each one of you.